Hey guys, it's the Wolf, and I am back for another video. I wanted to mention before I get started, I had a couple like really cool things happen. A couple nights ago, I got invited into a posse, and usually when I get invited into a posse, it's like somebody trying to deliver a trade run, or they want some help with like a legendary bounty, or maybe they want to do the call to arms. They're kind of just looking for some muscle, and I guess they look at my like level 300 or whatever and figure I can help them out. But anyway, the other night I got invited into a posse, and it was with this girl that's on the screen here, and she just wanted to ride around and collect stuff, and I was like, wow, this is like super fun. We played for like, I'd say maybe 4 hours. We ended up here on this waterfall, took a jump off it, rode it down. I mean, it was such a chill, like totally fun, cool night. I just wanted to like thank her for that. And anytime you want to hang out with me, just totally, hit me up. Along those same lines, I got a comment, and I wanted to read this because I think this is one of my favorite comments of all time. Cindy Royce says, "You came in and saved me once when I was being grieved. Thank you. Keep up the good work on your videos." And she put that on one of my player bounty videos from a while ago. And I thought that was really nice that she like hunted me down on YouTube and said thanks for that, and like, hey, no problem, I love sticking it to any griefer, so actually thank you. So that's actually the topic of the video today, is like player bounties. I get questions why I don't actually do player bounties anymore, but I actually do. I just don't film that many. It seems like I don't get that many that are like some real nail biters like I used to. Some of those ones that I put up in the beginning were like, holy smokes. But I have had a couple that have been pretty fun, and I thought I'd show those tonight. These two guys that were hiding out in the barn in Valentine were pretty wild. When I first came in on them, I couldn't see where the bounty was, so I headed to where his posse mate was, figuring he was hiding around there somewhere. You can actually see that red line, and like the player bounties leave that red line like a wounded animal or something, so that's like a good tip when you're trying to find him. Once I get him in line of sight, he pops up on the screen, and I go just trucking on in the barn, not quite sure what I'm going to run into, but they're all upstairs like in the hayloft. So I run around and I'm like, how do you get up there? I guess I've never been in this barn before, because I was just totally confused. When I get out here on the side, I chuck some bolos and they start shooting at me. I end up shooting that guy, laying him down, and then he comes through the barn door again on me, and we really get into a shootout, but I end up on the better end of it again. These two guys were like lower level. I mean, they were like level 20s. I think they were like 60 and 70 and all that. I was trying to really bring them in. I didn't want to like just shoot them and all that, even though I did shoot the other guy. And I shot the bounty right there. I just wasn't quite sure like what to do once I figured out I couldn't get in the hayloft. I ran outside the barn and they get me in the crossfire there. So I spawn back in, chug a health tonic, run on back there. Once I'm back in the barn though, I still have the problem of like, how do I get these guys out of the hayloft? There he got my hat. I have that card, never without one, which is the hat card. It'll save you a headshot. So that's why I picked my hat up, because like when you're running around without a hat, you actually take more damage, which is not cool. So I always try to pick my hat up when I can. I chuck some dynamite, it doesn't get up there. And I'm kind of running out of time, I don't really know what to do. So then I carefully aim and chuck some more, and then one does make it up in there, and then finally I get the idea, like run around and chuck it through the hayloft door. I should have done that with all of them. I might have ended up killing these guys, but I end up running out of time, and then they come and come at me from two sides and get me right there. I thought these guys were going to want to grief me afterwards. I thought they were going to be all about it. But it's funny, they just went to the post office and they didn't seem to want to come fight. So I was like, alright. And I just went and rode on out of town and ended up going fishing. I think the fishing challenge that day was like to catch 5 fish with live bait or something. So I just went and did that. There was another one here in Valentine recently. This guy that I kind of nicknamed the Horse Killer. I turned on my map and there he was, just a little bit south west of Valentine. So I tonic up and I go riding on down there. And I can see he's like right over the hill waiting for me. So I get my bolos out and I get him, but he shoots my horse. I don't know why he didn't go for my head, because that was kind of his mistake, you know, is leaving me alive. I get over there, but he comes popping up quick and pistol whips me. Somehow I still got enough life in me to tie him up. And then I got confused because like somebody starts shooting at me, and like you can see I opened up the wrong menu there. And I think like I missed somebody. He's got a posse mate that's gonna like kill me. But what was actually going on was like his camp is right there. Cripps is shooting at me. But in my confusion, that gives him enough time to get up and gun me down there with his navies. So I call up a different horse. I call it Pathfinder this time. Pathfinder's the Mustang that's got the striped legs and the stripe down his butt. He's a really good horse. I really like him, though I don't ride him that much. I just have too many horses, I think. So, but I was riding the heck out of him like when I first got him. I throw my hat back on, come riding in, getting my bolos out, and what? He shoots Pathfinder and me. He's like really cocky. I mean, he's not running at all. He just wants to fight, which is, you know, going to be his downfall then. Because if he would have ran away from me when he shot my horse the first time, I probably never caught him. I go ahead and call in a third horse. This one's named Titan. This is that paint-colored Mustang. And this is a really good horse, too. He was expensive, and I like him a lot, but he's got so much white on him. I feel like he makes such a good target, you know, so I don't ride him that much. I go flying in. There's still like 2 minutes, so I'm still thinking maybe I can get this guy. And he's hiding over here in this bush, and you know, gets me one more time. But now 3 horses down, I'm like sick of it. And this dude was like a level, you know, like 300 and something. Those guys in the barn were, like I said, they weren't that high. It's hard to get these higher level dudes, you know. So now I'm pretty much decided I'm gonna kill him. I can't tell if he's using Slippery Bastard or not, but I get out the shotgun anyway, and he comes right around here. That looked like an explosive round on that tree. I'm not sure if it was or not, but I got his ass this time. Anyway, call in my horse, take him back to the sheriff. Looks like I blew his head completely off, and dump him off.
That's the going rate for an ugly as hell corpse.
Done and done. My son's been playing a lot of Skyrim lately, and there's like this vampire chick in there that says that all the time. So that's like my new catchphrase whenever he's around. This last one was pretty nuts. It's like a short one, but it's crazy. I just came out of like one of those free roam events like King of the Castle. Anyway, I noticed like a lot of times when you come out of those free roam events, you'll get like a player bounty like right off. And I think it's because Rockstar kind of like shoves like the player bounties and the bounty hunters together. But anyway, I notice a blue dot like right here in Armadillo, and then I get the notification. And so I think, well, hell, maybe this is him, right? And sure enough, almost instantly, it is him. And I don't know if he's like AFK or what, but he's just standing there. And so I bolo him, jump off, tie him up. I can see he's got friends coming. Right there on my mini-map, I can see him coming. So I try to pick him up, get my gun out. There comes the first one around the wagon. There's his buddy. I get the first one right in the head, and I think I kill him, but of course I didn't. He must have had the hat card in. And then it all falls apart. When I spawn back in, I notice he's like dead. I think what that is like when they try to jump out of the lobby and like get away that way, it just like kills their character off. And so anyway, I run up, but it's like Posse's still here, and they want to like mess with me. The first one comes around that black horse. He's totally in slippery, but I got my shotgun. He ain't going nowhere. The other one comes up behind me and he's shooting, and I dive like a fucking madman. Finally, I get my camera around on him and take him down. That was rough, but somehow I lived through it. Pick him up, run him around the corner, dump him off. It was short but sweet, but like beating those 2 guys on the corner there, I was just like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Makes it all worthwhile. They were like waiting out front for me when I came out and, you know, shot me in the head. I thought they wanted to fight, but they just kept hiding around the post office, so I just was like, oh, fuck it, you know. I don't get these guys that want to, like, fight, but then, like, they don't want to come out and fight, you know. I don't get it, man. But there's some player bounties for you. I'm working on some new videos, too. I'm working on a video that's kind of like tips for hunting some of the legendaries that don't have missions, like the Panthers and stuff. And those will be out here pretty quick. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.